You said that the new game is going to focus more on story. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what inspired that change?
Well, when you think about it, this is this Mortal Kombat is on the latest consoles, which is a lot more of a sophistication. So we can actually present a, 2-hour cinematic experience to the player. It's basically a movie that's built into the game. So we have easily the most elaborate, detailed story that we've ever told with a Mortal Kombat game in terms of layers, character development, and all that, as well as the kind of classic Mortal Kombat gameplay. That's a lot of what's so special about this game is its presentation.
Do you think that Kevin's take on it had a positive influence on the franchise?
Absolutely. I think, when I saw the video for the first time, I was kind of like, in front of the computer screen, kind of like, oh, who made this? It was such a great kind of interpretation of the Mortal Kombat story, and the kind of like his take on it was such a great more contemporary version of it. I thought it was great. I thought it's a great direction for the franchise to go if we were to make a third movie.
And did you infuse any of that kind of storytelling into the game, or did you keep it more classic? No,
the games have always kind of stayed the classic Mortal Kombat. We're following the same timeline that we've done before, and there have been other things like the TV shows and animated shows that have had a little bit more, different, kind of slightly skewed version of Mortal Kombat, but fundamentally the same kind of thing. I thought, Kevin's films are a little bit of a skewed version, but great alternate versions of it, whereas the games are kind of stay independent of any of the other media.
Have you talked at all about what the third film would focus on? He talked about wanting to focus on Scorpion. Is that something you talked about doing?
Well, there's a number of characters who are kind of like the stars of Mortal Kombat. Scorpion certainly is one of them. Scorpion, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sonya Jax are probably the big ones there. So I could see a Mortal Kombat movie being focused on any one of that group of characters and having enough, kind of content to make a fascinating movie.
Is there any sort of script development or talk with the WB yet?
No, not that I know of. If I had a vote, I would certainly vote to do it. I'd love to see something like that happen. It's been about 15 years since the last Mortal Kombat movie came out. I think it's really time that something was done with a more contemporary twist to it.
As a game creator that has had this kind of history and this many iterations and very, like you've been talking about, do you worry about something like canon, or is that something that you just leave to the fans?
Yes, actually we do. We've had, there's been so many chapters to Mortal Kombat. This one that we're releasing right now is, for people are counting, is Mortal Kombat 9. And you really, when you have such a long story going on, you really need to kind of stay consistent. And so when other forms of media come out, we really try to kind of let them support each other and don't contradict each other and all that. So canon is a big, very important in our priorities.
Mortal Kombat was so groundbreaking, and then a lot of other games kind of took their cue. So what has now inspired you to go back to your roots, in a sense?
A lot of it is because, Mortal Kombat has gone through, a number of console generations, from, the Super Nintendo and Genesis, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and now PlayStation 3 and all that. So there's a lot of things that we couldn't do back in the day, back in the 90s, in terms of presentation, sophistication of presentation, that we can now. So a lot of our motivation was to be able to kind of retell the story with the kind of detail that we can with the current technology. And that was the impetus for a lot of things with like our gameplay. We went back to 2D gameplay, and so there was a lot of like the nostalgia factor was something we really wanted to tap in on.
Last question.
See, it always.
Have you seen any of the web series, and what can you tell? What do you make of it? How does it tie into the game?
The web series are great introductions to the game. You follow one character from their, kind of like their origins, leading up to the point where they're kind of being entering the tournament or being presented with a tournament. And so you do that for a number of characters. They're all leading up to something. And so when you look at them all together in the context, you're kind of like, what is this thing that they're all leading up to? And the answer is the game. So you buy the game, and that kind of finishes the story.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to cheat, but I have to know, and this is probably on record, but who came up with, because it's just so terrifying, Get Over Here as a battleground?
Oh, that was me. Yeah, that's my voice too, yelling "Get over here."
It's
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
most terrifying battlegrounds
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, it's kind of random, so.